Guys, did you hear? Landed's on Steam for Witcher! Yay! Isn't that so crazy? I know. Wait, did you hear that?
It's crunch time.
Crunch time. It's time to crunch.
Oh, I must be hearing things. That wouldn't happen.
She's lying.
No.
She's lying
That's
to you.
literally all you've been doing.
No, it's happening. It's happening. We're 2 months out trying to get this game out. Things need to get done. So I'll be showing you guys an inside edition of that as we are getting so close to release. And please wishlist on Steam for Landed if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Here we go. So, I thought I'd first give you guys a bit of a tour here as what I do exactly as the game director and the lead writer of this game. So I'll show you my setup. Where I spend the most time is in this document right here. This is Miro, is what I chose to use for how I was going to arrange the dialogue in this game. We have everything set up kind of by scenes of different characters that you will progress with. So I color coded them. For example, orange is Noah, and if you zoom in all the way, you'll see that each little node is a line of dialogue that the player will be able to click through. When it splits, that's a choice, and depending on what you choose, you'll have different paths. We have notes for what expressions they'll be having, or if the player will gain favor from clicking a certain option. So yeah, this is a more simple introductory scene, but in our more complicated scenes, we have check systems where the player's skill will be checked depending on what we pick, either intellect or empathy. We just have two. And I can get more into that later, but this is a general overview of all the different characters. Green is Danny, for example, pink, Cheryl, white, Jyra, black, Fluorix, and some side NPCs, and I have comments and things for what we still need to do, but I spent a lot of time in this document, and whenever it's ready, then I will send it over into Unity here. So here's our game scene. I do spend some time making sure that colliders and NPC positions are in place, but most of the time I am here in the dialogue graphs. This is how I put all the dialogue in the game. Since it is a primarily dialogue-based game, it all is into this node system, similarly to how we have it here, except everything is horizontal, and it looks kind of cool. This is how my lead programmer, Chris, ended up designing it. I can walk you through how each node works in a second here. First, I will show you the Miro document because that's really where it all starts. So when I'm writing a scene, Miro makes it really easy for me to be able to brainstorm and use different notes and colors to work through what I want to do. So that's why I chose to not just put it directly in here, because that was more challenging for me because my brain works better this way. So this is your first encounter with Rachel, which will be pretty common to come across, and it spits you right into a double check option. And I can pull up this exact encounter so we can use it as a reference. Here it is. So we have the double intellect and empathy check. They're both pretty easy. You should be able to get it if you just have like 2 levels in one of those skills. But if you don't, it will go into a fail path, which you can see here. So I'll show you how we really put in nodes. So here, it's very simple. We title it so it's easy to see. We can have favor, convince, or if this is going to cause a fail state, and the character emotion that will be happening, and then of course the line of dialogue. And when you have a check, it will be called that, and this will serve as a node just to represent the check and then the success and fail paths. And when there's splits, then we have the different paths here, and then have it go into where it needs to go depending on what they choose. So it's a very simple system. We use the backslash to show it's going to end and then have another node after that, but then we have the hashtag after it, which is something I'll have to change right now to make sure that it works. So I just referenced in this documentation that my programmer has to make sure that it's fine, and yes, it was fine. There was no hashtag because the hashtag indicates the end of the actual encounter. This is just a bonus line if you talk to her again where she gets mad at you if you're still standing there. Yeah, I can also make her angry like that. So obviously I have to spend a lot of time in here to make sure that everything's working fine. I will probably be showing a lot of time lapses in this video where I'm just implementing and implementing. So the past couple weeks I've been doing a lot of things, but mostly I have just been implementing, which has been tricky because it's so tedious. It's the same thing over and over again, just in the same dialogue graph here, looking at Miro and looking at the dialogue. But I did a very big overhaul because it was going to be my last time going through the writing, making sure it's perfect, exactly how I want it to be. And then I had to go through every single line of dialogue and make sure that it matches the new writing that I made and then putting it in. So that's really what I've been focusing, among the other things that I will probably mention. Yeah, I spent all that time implementing, but there was still a lot of other silly management things that I have to do because we are a team of 12 right now, and I am the one who's in charge of making sure that everyone else is on track. So we do have some other documents that I spend time in to help with that management of all the tasks and everyone else's work, not just mine. I mean, I have my notebook for mine, but then not everyone can see that, so we also have spreadsheets. So that has just been a little glimpse of what I've been doing as the game director and lead writer, and there's been a lot of other miscellaneous tasks I've been having to manage, same with managing the whole team and our meetings and the backlog of everything and making sure everyone stays on track for their jobs as well as mine. I just wanted to show you guys in a more long form version so you guys could see. But thank you so much for your support, and please go wishlist Landed on Steam if you haven't already, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!